Perfectly smoked and slathered with sauce, nothing beats a well-made rib. And these are 8 of the greatest spots for award-winning bones. Fireflies in Marlborough is a popular spot renowned for their national award-winning pitmaster Steve Eulis's legendary barbecue with addictive smoked wings and southern fried chicken to piled high pulled pork sandwiches and flavorful burnt ends. But every table has to order some of Firefly's famous St. Louis ribs, always cooked low and slow with a time-tested process.
We have 5 smokers that we use here at Fireflies, and we use, hickory, cherry, and apple woods. And we have specific smokers that do different things. We have our Southern Prides and Old Hickories that cook our ribs, and you're really looking for that moisture and that low and slow barbecue that we've come to create and master here at Fireflies Barbecue.
With locations in Biddeford and this stunning spot on Badgers Island in Kittery, Maine, or Nell's BBQ is a fun joint with an owner who's passionate about his real-deal, authentic Central Texas barbecue, especially for the ribs seasoned with salt, pepper, paprika, cumin, and brown sugar.
With our ribs, we do 2 different rubs on them. So we have a rib rub, which is salt pepper with some paprika in it, and then halfway through the smoking process, we add our second rib rub that has a little bit of cumin and brown sugar in it. Obviously, you're going to taste the smoke of the oak wood. You're going to get a little bit of spice from the black pepper and paprika, but you're also going to get sweetness from the rib rub too with the brown sugar and the cumin.
For over 4 decades, Theodore's Blues, Booze, and Barbecue in Springfield, Mass. has been a neighborhood mainstay offering a down-home environment, live music on the weekends, and real-deal Southern barbecue. There are slow-smoked wings slathered in your choice of sauce, ultra-addictive burnt ends, and unique Southern starters like these spicy peppercorn fritters. But no matter what you start with, you have to order a rack of ribs, either the super tender St. Louis style or the oversized, jaw-dropping beef short ribs.
There's nothing short about our beef short ribs. Fred Flintstone will be monumentally impressed with these ribs. And once you see them come out, you will be too. It's ridiculous how big these things get.
With several locations, including Westford, Andover, and the Burlington Mall, Karma is a sophisticated spot specializing in Asian fusion cuisine. So you can get everything from world-class sushi served in a massive boat to indulgent Japanese Wagyu beef presented with a hot stone for cooking. And if old-school Chinese is what you want, you have to get one of their poo-poo platters for the table. The boneless spare ribs are a tasty treat you'll fight your fellow diners for, but it's the Thai-style spare ribs that will make your mouth water. This delicious sticky app combines sweet and sour, making for one flavorful rib. Set in Winthrop Center, Blackstrap is the kind of place the locals love for the awesome food and laid-back attitude. Here, smoke is king, with local hickory and cherry woods providing loads of flavor to everything from wings and brisket to pulled pork and their addictive ribs.
We do a Memphis-style dry rub. We smoke those 4 to 6 hours. I like the meat not to fall off the bone. I like a little toothsome, something to bite into. I don't want it to fall apart. Falling apart bone, that's an overcooked rib.
Located on Route 18 in Abington, the Sarcastic Swine is a casual spot where the personalities are big and the flavors are even bigger. There's everything from classic barbecue to oversized sandwiches, nachos, wings, and more. And their ribs are spectacular, creating a smell that wafts out of the building and onto the streets. All you have to do is follow your nose.
First thing you smell is our smoke. It's a great smell. It puts a smile on my face every time I smell it. To me, it's the greatest smell. I love it. People always say in a restaurant, people eat with their eyes, but I think with us, you eat with your nose first.
With locations in Sturbridge and Worcester, BT's is a classic New England staple specializing in Southern barbecue, offering that classic meat and 3 combination. So you can feast on sides like tangy potato salad, fresh coleslaw, and creamy, dreamy mac and cheese, which pair perfectly with their masterfully executed ribs, smoked low and slow until tender.
Everyone comes in and they'll always point at something and say, that's just how my mother makes it. That's always exciting to hear, because we're cooking it the same way with the same amount of love.
Hill City Barbecue and Brew in Lowell is a spirited spot run by a fun-loving family who serves slow-smoked pork with a side of personality. And they have all of your gluttonous, guilty barbecue pleasures on the menu, whether you go for their sensational smoked turkey, flavor-packed pulled pork, tender brisket, crispy fried chicken, or their perfectly cooked ribs.
Well, we definitely put a lot into our smoker and our wood and our technique. So what you're gonna get is all of that in one. We also make our own in-house rub, the brown sugar, the cumin, the garlic, the onion, the thyme. Good rib is when you look out in the dining room and you see somebody take a bite and look at their friend and say, this is a good rib. And then I say, my job is done. Okay, on to the next customer.
They're the 8 greatest places for ribs. Only the best make it to the Great 8.